Hi guys, it's Allison Christina with Blackbird Oracle. I'm gonna do a a twin flame full moon in Scorpio reading. So we'll look at where the collective is currently energy-wise as we're right in this full moon portal. Tonight is the night, but the window stays open on either side of tonight. So we'll look at current energy, energy that is being released, and what energy is coming in as a result of that release. I want to say hi and welcome to any new viewers. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed and messaged me, all that good stuff. I'm very grateful, and always sending y'all love and light. I've been gone for a couple weeks because I was in Las Vegas, which is where I used to live, visiting my children and going to court over custody with my youngest child and my narcissistic ex that I will be putting out some videos on empaths, narcissism, parenting with a narcissist or attempting to co-parent. Over this last couple weeks since I haven't been on, been in kind of a hermit mode, really focused on my kids. I hadn't seen them in a couple months. And all of this, this past year has been very transient for me in my journey. I understand all of it, and I'm really grateful for all the experiences and the lessons that I've been learning, all of that great stuff. But I really wanted to focus on my kids while I was there, not on any of this kind of stuff. I kind of, like I said, took a break from everything, went a little into hermit mode, really reflecting on where I'm headed, soul mission, that kind of thing, which I know is really big with the divine feminine. So I've been picking it up, not just going through it, but within the collective as well. And so one thing that I'm being guided to do is talk about things, not just do readings and not just focus on twins, but other shit too. And so you'll start seeing those sides of me. It hit me on the plane ride home on Wednesday night that I've been really, really resistant to it. And I know I'm not alone in that, and me opening up and sharing that is with an intent of you knowing you're not alone in it either. And so it hit me, right? Like, oh my God, I really don't want to put myself out there like that. It's this big theme of vulnerability that's been coming up with this Scorpio full moon. And it's vulnerability within the masculine and feminine collective, but kind of coming at it from different places of feminines, again, it's more of this soul mission, really focused in the physical, where what I'm picking up in the masculine collective is this opening up more emotionally and spiritually. So you kind of have that yin and yang. You might be experiencing one or the other or both, so take what resonates always and just fuck the rest. So yeah, in doing all that, what came to me was, I don't really want to, but there's a need to. There's a need to talk about some shit that is just really fucked up and start really going into teacher mode. And that's what I did for 15 years, is I was a school teacher. And I know that I went through that experience to help me on my soul mission. I was born to be a teacher. I knew that as a little girl that would be what I would do. And so what I found myself really reflecting on is when I thought about this channel, the soul mission, where I want to go, how I envision what I'm doing is teaching. And so I kind of have been doing a lot of reflecting on the things I used to do as a teacher that were me, that were very different and creative, inspiring and empowering for my students, as well as engaging. And so I'm hoping to share that part of me and do some videos just kind of on spiritual teaching. So that's that. And if you watched my videos, you know I'm not big on housekeeping. If you see me kind of itch, I'm covered in fucking mosquito bites. And one thing that I always think of is I think mosquitoes really love Rh negative blood. And if any of you have had that weird random thought, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Or just talk about Rh negative blood and your perspective on all the information out there. So anyways, a little bit of a tangent. I think I mentioned a few other, you know, that I'm picking up kind of this back and forth, this yin and yang, where these themes of vulnerability and trust are coming up a lot. You know, Scorpio is this deep emotional moon, and so it is affecting both collectives, masculine and feminine. And but the shifts and the focus again are a little different, where physical for the feminine, you might be getting a lot of guidance to really open up that root chakra, to really ground your energy. I know this week for me has kind of been a little different in that my guidance has been not to really meditate as much, but to really be focused in the physical and really be grounding. And so I've been focusing on that. Felt a lot of heart chakra stuff going on with both, a lot of clearing, a lot of activations, and picking up a little pride, a little ego as blockages, again, on both sides. I'm a divine feminine, but I channel from both, and it's been, it's always interesting. Anyways, you might be picking up more psychically and intuitively, even telepathically. I know that's been going on for me a lot, especially with my person, and a lot of telepathy, a lot of like feeling like he's right here, like talking to me. So it's been super cool, but you know, we have to adjust to all of these things as we keep opening up our gifts and our abilities. And for me, it's been a lot of clairaudience and clairvoyance, more and more opening up. And like I said, telepathy, it could be a different clair for you all, but you probably feel like a lot more is opening psychically. And Scorpios are very intuitive, like the water signs are. So there's a lot of that going on in the collective. And not just in the Twin Flame Collective, just in the collective. You know, what I'm finding is even people who are just awakening, or they're just kind of opening up their awareness, they're all experiencing these things too. They just don't quite have that depth of knowledge of what's going on. So anyways, I think that's it for like all that just chatting before I pull cards. I am doing private readings. They're getting really busy, and I'm just grateful because I love doing it. I love the couples and the families and the kids and the adults that I work with. I kind of do it all in my sessions. It just, you're guided. So I'll put my contact information as always in the description box. I will try to let you know all the decks I'm using. I have all my decks out, and I'm just feeling like I'm going to just kind of pull where I feel pulled to, what decks I feel guided to. You know, the he, she, take it as it resonates. I'm talking about masculine and feminine energy. I've explained that before, and it's just one of those things I think we all just need to just take it for what it is and apply it to ourselves. That's where that practicing, trusting your intuition of how it resonates for you, okay? As always, if you see cards, when I'm showing cards, if you get a specific message, trust it. This is a general reading, so I'm picking up a lot more, and if you hear or feel or get that intuitive something more specific, please take it. I think that's it, right? So let's kind of get into it. Let's just, I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, And we'll just get into the overall, the current energy right now in the present for the masculine. Spirit, current energy, masculine collective today. Leading into the full moon tonight. Interesting. I don't tend to read reversals. I'm an intuitive reader, so just kind of how I'm guided. It came out negative. It came out in reverse, the cornucopia card. This is a beautiful card. But I feel like it's more upright. It almost feels like it should be sideways. Like I'm picking up like there's a group of masculines, current energy, where they're not feeling so abundant, that they're really that this full moon portal's been really triggering for them, where it's almost like they were, and then this shit's coming up, and right now they're in this kind of place of not feeling so abundant, kind of unsure of why they're feeling what they're feeling, why it's coming up now, why everything seemed to be going well, and then there's been this shift is what I'm picking up right away. But I'm going to get some clarification, some more details. I'm going to use the Universal Weight Tarot for the masculines. So let's just see, Spirit. Tell us a little more about this reversed energy, this cornucopia. What's going on currently with the masculines? Some details, clarification, masculines. Thank you. Ooh, death card, y'all. Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So the first card I said, death. That's what this is Spirit's confirming is they're going through an awakening. The death of heartache, because the Three of Swords came up. So it's very much this past is what I'm getting. The heartache from the past has been being brought up for this death to occur, for this releasing of this heartache, in order to make this offer in the physical, this new beginning in the physical that they've kind of felt blocked from, right? That would shift this energy back upright. Because again, I'm getting is they were here, they were feeling really good in the physical, and that things were going really well, and then there's been kind of this shift, and that's what this is these emotions are coming up, and there's like a battle between the head and the heart, that this death is bringing about the balance where they can see this new beginning, what was missing in the physical that shifted them back here in order to move it upright. I believe the death card too is Scorpio. You guys, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, which is interesting, but that's right. Scorpio's that, that dark, deep, emotional, sexual energy, and it's like, this full moon is bringing about this repressed stuff. It's really awesome. I can feel it in the heart chakra. It's definitely been triggering this full moon portal. This energy has been triggering for the masculines, but what it's bringing about is really beautiful, and um, we'll look at some incoming energies shortly, right? So let's check out what's going on with the divine feminines. The overall energy with the divine feminines, please, Spirit. Current energy with the divine feminines. Too many. Current energy, please, with the divine feminines. One card. Thank you. I love it. Happy family. And it came out upright. So, this again is what I was picking up is this with the divine feminines. They're really focused in the physical on what needs to be done to create this happy family, to kind of make the dreams reality, to bring that 5D timeline into the physical reality where everything is like sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, right? Except, we know it's not always going to be that way, but for the most part, it can be, can't it? It's all about perspective, right? So I love the energy of the feminines. I'm going to use the Triple Goddess Tarot by Jamie Elford. For the divine feminines. I like to do that so we can see if there's any mirroring going on, that kind of thing. It's interesting, like I'm looking at the cornucopia in reverse and happy family, and I'm just feeling like it's been this flip between the masculine and the feminine collective with this, with this energy that's going on right now. It's kind of like it's kind of like the feminines just that have been doing their work know there's like this deep knowing, and it's like they just know where to keep their focus right now. No matter what is kind of coming up to the surface, they're just releasing, they're just trusting. That's been a big theme. I mentioned that earlier, that I've been picking up leading up to this week. So it's like everything coming to the surface just kind of, we did this 180 a little bit is what it's feeling like when I look at these two cards. All right, so Spirit, let's get some more details for the divine feminine, the overall energy. Thank you. What else? It's the Two of Wands. Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. Heck, I love how Spirit works, y'all. So I'm looking at the Two of Wands, and I'm about to say to y'all that, it's like I said, she's in this deep knowing. This divine feminine is just, she's anchored. She's got these two, poles, which to me are 11s right now when I'm looking at them. It's like she's just standing really strong, grounded, centered, and focused on this on this happy outcome that she knows is coming. And as I was getting ready to say it, the Emperor came out, and it's like she knows he's on his way. It's like, yeah, the feminines are just I keep picking up just this deep knowing, and just this, you know what? I'm grounded, I'm centered, I know I'm where to focus, I'm doing my thing, and I know my person's coming. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, keep doing my work, and have that trust that the happy family, the happy outcome that's been planted and put out to the universe is about to manifest in the physical. It's really cool. And anything else you want to tell me with the Emperor, this happy family, the current energy for the divine feminines? Any other messages, guidance, details? The Emperor. It's also too like the divine feminines are balancing their masculine energy too. They know that they've got to. It's like they know they've got to have both in balance, and so it's this. I love that. It's what I'm getting is this energy with the feminines too of kind of putting more structure, knowing that knowing the things they need to change maybe in their day to day, or on as they wait, like, and I don't mean wait like y'all just sitting around waiting for your person to show up, because that's not what I'm getting at all. And if you are doing that, it's time to fucking not. Because I'm guilty of it in the past. It's something we all go through, I think, a little bit, in whichever one tends to be the runner, you know. I fucking hate labels still. So, yeah, it's like I was saying, it's like the divine feminines are kind of bringing in their own emperor energy, balancing that out, bringing some structure to their lives, because they know it's what helps create this happy family. So as they're waiting, right, for the masculine, this is also telling me that they're balancing their masculine energy, and they're feeling. And as I was talking about it, the Nine of Pentacles came out, and this to me is very much really feeling grounded, independent, successful. It's that balance of masculine and feminine. We have the feminine, but we have the masculine peacock here, right? It's the masculine that has all the beautiful feathers to attract the feminine. And she's kind of looking at this masculine energy and feeling very in her element. And it's like she knows she needs this part of her to be in play as well, to be working together with her feminine side to create this very abundant physical reality. Okay. It's awesome. Very cool. Both masculine and feminine. I love what's going on. All right. So let's look at the energy that's being released. We had this death card. So let's tap in and see what this death, this releasing is all about for the masculine collective. Spirit, it's being released. Let go of the masculine collective energy being released. Huh. Okay. So, wow. Another reversal that I am going to leave. I'll show it to you upright. This is adjacent possibilities. It came out upright, or in reverse, and the first thing that I heard was they're not looking at other options anymore. It's kind of crazy. They're releasing here. Whew, let me get this out clearly. What's being released is this it's like this how do I say this? It's like the masculines have been, you know, in this place of keeping their options open, which isn't a bad thing, right? But what I'm getting is in this connection with the feminine and masculine collectives that I'm channeling, it feels like these are divine partners in separation. Whether you identify with twin flame or soulmate, it really doesn't matter. energy is the energy. It doesn't matter what the fucking label is, right? So however it resonates with you and your person, but what I'm getting is this release is they're seeing that no one else is the divine feminine. No one, they've looked through all these doors, and now this death is the realization that, you know, regardless of this heartache, it's like there isn't anyone who can take their person's place, their feminine's place, is what I'm getting, which is just amazing. And I don't think not what I was really expecting to come through. It kind of took me a minute to get it all to come out. So I hope it resonated and it made sense, what I'm picking up. And I'm going to just kind of clarify with I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. So let's see. Tell me more about this. Adjacent possibilities, this death, this release for the masculine collective. Clarification, some details on this. Ooh, all sorts of cards flying. Release. Interesting. Oh, wow. Anything else? At the Five of Pentacles, you guys, with the Four of Wands, which can be definitely a twin flame marker. In this deck, it's called Joy and Stability. So, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. It's like, all right. So the Five of Pentacles. In this deck, it's called Feeling Alone. Five of Pentacles can be a card of it's an energy of abandonment, of being left out, of, you know, kind of getting the short end of the stick. And it's almost like the masculines have been in this place where I'm getting two messages as it relates to this. Is it's like when they were in this energy, you know, they were kind of just single. They wanted to keep their options open, not really interested in anything committed, right? But what's happening right now is it's almost like as they realize that there isn't another door that's going to feel like the feminine feels. Now it's like, that's what this cornucopia in reverse is. They're bringing me back to it of, it's like they felt great, right? They're just like, here's, you know, single player is what I'm hearing, you know, just playing the game, being open to all the possibilities, that kind of thing. But this shift and this realization that there isn't quite anyone else, like their divine feminine has left them feeling alone. Like there isn't none of these other options, none of these other doors make them feel loved. They still feel lonely. They still feel abandoned and alone. And I'm also getting with this that they felt the feminine kind of pulling away, and that's what's really kind of triggering this healing coming up, this death that's happening over the past, over the heartache, with third parties is what I'm hearing too with this, right? And all these doors, third parties, like I said, this kind of player mentality or, you know, personality that is distorted masculine. And so what it is they're realizing that joy and stability don't come from being alone. By keeping all your options open all the time, it comes from, you know, being unconditionally loved. And that's what's coming through as, you know, where this death is, this self-realization, this kind of shift in perspective, this spiritual awakening. And what it also is, we get the Ace of Pentacles again, right? So in two different decks, this is called Strengthening Bonds. And to me, again, what it is these the masculines are going through this shift that really brings in a new, where this, like I said, new beginning is. But with this one, I'm the strengthening bonds of this offer of, it's almost like it hits them, right? The spark. I'm seeing the spark, and it's like it just, poof, that aha of really where their new beginning is, where their focus should be, where who's important, and what bonds are really worth putting this pentacle into, this time and energy into in the physical. Yeah, it's interesting too, because I'm picking up a little of that mirroring of the feminine's really grounding, and the masculine's almost like, it's almost like they realize that they are not as grounded as they thought they were. If that resonates, if that's what's coming through. Let's tap into the feminine energy, shall we? All right. That's being released. So, Divine Feminine, what energy is being released during this full moon portal? I don't know how many of my viewers or whoever's guided here today or over the next few days, whenever. The messages are always meant to be timeless, so I know it's a full moon reading, but if you come across this video 6 months from now, a year from now, and the messages resonate, that's when they were meant for you. I do some full moon rituals, and one of the rituals I do is a release list. And I just, kind of leading up to the full moon throughout the week, I just start writing a list of things as they come to me in meditation or whatever, that need to be released. And then as I lay everything out under the full moon, I do this, I do all these little things, and then I burn the release list, and I release it with grace and gratitude and love and light, for the lessons learned, and the blessings and the blessings. So anyways, let's see. So I haven't gotten a card because I'm talking. Overall, the energy being released. Oh, I love this. So instantly, it's the rest and relaxation card. And what I got instantly was, I asked what's being released, and it comes out, it's action. So the feminines are kind of in this place, and it's funny because I said earlier, I've been feeling like I shouldn't really spend as much time in meditation as I typically do, and be more focused in the physical. And that was something I was picking up, not just for myself, but for the collective. And that's what Spirit's saying right now is, yes, we need rest and relaxation every day in whatever way that works for you, right? But we can't always be in this state. And that's sometimes where this, I feel too, this Emperor is coming in for the feminines of, that inspired action, that movement forward, that comes from a place of inspiration, where when that magnetic feminine energy, that receiving energy, yeah, it's very much a let things come to you, but we have to have that balance of giving and receiving, and of being in a restful place, and then a place of inspired action, and not action like to force things, but action, taking those steps as we feel guided, as we feel inspired, making the choices that align and make our hearts just really happy. So that's what I'm getting, is feminines are releasing just kind of a sitting back energy, and it's to, you know, move forward. The action, it's being released to bring more action into the physical. And I'm going to use the Sicoli Tarot. I haven't used this in a while on here. Sicoli Tarot by Nicoletta Sicoli, and I love it. It's kind of a shadowy, Tim Burton-y, funky deck. If you haven't seen it, you will in a sec. And so let's get some more details about what's being released with this rest and rejuvenation energy, this kind of restful, meditative energy. Any other clarification details? I love it. The ace, the one of wands came out, one of fire, which is a new spark to me. It's a new spark of divine inspiration, new creativity, new projects being birthed. Oh, we got 4. Yeah, I love that. And I'm going to shift them a little. That's one thing my private clients know is Spirit has me move the cards sometimes. Again, that's just being an intuitive reader. I just kind of go with what I feel. And so one of wands came out just like I said. But they kind of had me say is move this. The 9 of wands in reverse came out to move it in front of this as more of this is what we're releasing is any of the heavy burdens, you know, any of the worry or concern over career, over following our hearts, following our passion, even worry around our divine masculine is what I'm getting. Like the feminines feel like they're just in this place of it is what it is. Like if we come together, fucking awesome. If we don't, I'm still going to be fucking awesome. You know, it's, and it's really great. That's the place where you want to be. And it's like, this is the release, right? That brings in this new beginning of this spark, this divine spark, which moves you to the 4 of wands. Again, we can see some mirroring going on in that the masculine's got the 4 of wands in the same place. So it's like both are releasing things to make movement towards this 4 of wands energy, this joyous, happy family, stable, really grounded, committed family, this divine partnership kind of idea. And then they got the Ace of Pentacles, the 1 of Pentacles, 2. So right here we can see some mirroring in why what's being, the energy being released is really moving them onto the same vibration, onto the same page. And it very much feels like I said, it's bringing in this balance. It's like the physical, the emotional, physical for the feminines, this, you know, balancing this masculine energy where the masculines are really tapping more into, and I'm looking again at this, my eyes are being guided to this feeling, right? Feeling alone and the heartache, like it's this emotional stuff coming up to be released that brings this all together. It's just super cool. I love what's happening in the collective or for the group that I'm channeling for today, and I hope that the messages are resonating with you, because they definitely are with me and what I've been channeling and picking up over the past few days, kind of leading up to today. So let's look at what energy is coming in, although I feel like we saw it a little with that 4 of wands and the Ace of Pentacles, which is, to me, this offer of joy and stability, this coming together and creating joy and stability as partners, and it's just beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to stick with the energy oracle, and let's just see the incoming energy. Incoming energy for the masculines after this release. What's the incoming energy? Potential incoming energy, because we know things can always shift. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. So it's what it is for the masculines. We have the garden and the gate with attachment, and what I'm hearing is this death, this shift coming, this releasing coming, is the releasing of attachments to staying safe. The releasing of anything that's been holding the masculines back from taking this leap of faith, from kind of offering this pentacle, right? So the incoming, what I'm getting is, although this looks kind of shitty, right? This is what is happening right now, is it's releasing. And so what's incoming is the decision to move away from this ship, is what Spirit's telling me. And we will get, I'm going to go back to the universal weight, I think, I feel like. So let's see. Can you tell me more about the attachment, please? This attachment energy as an incoming. The Magician, yeah. It's a releasing is what I'm getting. This is what's being released. Attachments, staying in the comfort zone instead. Thank you. The masculines, it's shifted their perspective, and they're creating. We get the Magician and the Hangman. So that's the incoming, is this shift in perspective, and in being the Magician, and being the creator of the masculine's reality. It's two major arcanas too, which is huge energies. Masculines are really, really being supported by the divine right now. They're really being divinely guided. The universe is really pushing them to release the ship, that is being released right now, or at least over these next few days. So anything else you want to tell me about this new energy coming in? Magician energy. Yeah, it's like the Queen of Swords came out. It's almost like it's I'm getting a bunch of different things, y'all, so just let me get it out clearly. It's like he's looking at the attachments and realizing that they've been holding him back, right? So this is what's, I almost feel like, I know I asked what's incoming, maybe it is, but I almost feel like it's kind of all happening at once. Might just be me. But it's like he's looking at these attachments that are holding him back, that have kept him in this safe spot, and but it's not been magical. Remember back here, it's felt, they don't feel good about it. All these doors and walking through them hasn't left them. It's left them feeling alone instead of feeling joy and stability. And so it's like they know they have to take a leap. I said this thing earlier this week, and it's coming back of, I wrote it down somewhere, of take out the logic and just go with the magic, baby. Right? And it's almost like that's what I'm getting, is the masculines are getting out of the head and into the magic, and realizing that this movement out into here is towards their truth. It's towards the feminine that is their truth. And communication is what I'm getting too, of communicating with the feminine that she might not feel safe. Safe isn't really a good thing. As we who are awake and in ascension know, it's very distorted the way we are programmed to believe of what joy and stability and safety is. And it's almost like he's realizing this, that really there's more magic in just being authentic and taking leaps of faith. It's where the rewards come from, right? So I hope that resonated. Let's see. I'll take what resonates, if any of it did or all of it. Let's see with Divine Feminines, what's coming in. Divine Feminine energy. It's coming in after this release, this action. What's coming in for the Divine Feminines, potentially? Interesting. So the Deceit card came out, and what I'm hearing is, what's coming in is no more of this. It's like I'm being drawn back to the Queen of Swords. It's almost like the deceit's over. It's the clarity, the communication is coming in. So to me, what I'm getting from this is energy coming in is more of the release of this. Just kind of, it's interesting how it's speaking to me right now, that I asked what's coming in, and we kind of got these two funky cards for the masculine and this for the feminine, but it almost is like it's telling me a little story of when, as we're releasing, it's like I'm hearing truth is what I'm hearing. It's like the truth comes out of what we've been holding on to, or the masks we've been wearing. The leap of faith is taken, and in the air is kind of cleared of the past deceit, of that three of swords, that heartache. It's almost like, the group I'm channeling for, there's been a lot of shit in the past, and it's like I'm getting this, it's all coming to the light. The deceit, the false masks, the staying in the comfort zones, whatever the reasons and excuses were for separation, are all what's coming out as we release during this full moon time. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see what else they want to tell us. Oh, I don't want to use this deck. What did this one? And back to the Triple Goddess Tarot. So, Divine Feminines, tell us a little more about this deceit that's coming in. Oh, it's upside down. Tell me a little more. Clarification, details, guidance. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, love that. Okay, so what else? Wow. I think the masculine got that. I'll take back. Anything else coming in as a result of this? One more card, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's like the Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands came out in reverse. The Five of Wands to me is a noisy drama, third party, annoying energy. It's like this, you know, we mentioned third party. It's just drama to me, but it came in reverse. And to me, that again is just clarifying what I was picking up with this deceit card of it. We're moving away from this energy of masks and lying to ourselves and projecting that to others is what I'm getting. This, you know, drama filled kind of fake ass life is coming to it's ending. And again, and that's what I wanted to see, because I felt like we saw the Nine of Wands earlier somewhere. Again, yeah, we did. So with the releasing, right, we had the Nine of Wands when I asked what energy is being released with that rest and rejuvenation, and we got it in reverse again, Divine Feminine. So the feminines are really, this to me is more about self-deceit, and this one is more to do with the masculine, with the connection of possibly why the masculine was kind of lying or deceitful or betraying to the feminine, because of third party stuff, because of noise, because of wearing false masks, where this one to me is coming through twice. This was the divine feminine carrying the burdens, like just really feeling heavy, and maybe a little bit of self-deceit, which for me, definitely, I'm a procrastinator. I'm going to straight up own it. It's something I'm always working on and I'm very aware of. But to me, that's what came to me was this. I'm releasing it. Like I think I've released it the last three full moons, but it's, you know, we have certain things, certain shadow aspects of ourselves that they keep coming up, right? It spirals. So, I'm getting, it's not just the me thing, it's within the feminine collective, we're kind of at this place of kind of self-realization, like the masculines, of kind of the shit we've been doing that just didn't serve us anymore, that's held us back, that we've been attached to. You know, maybe some shadow aspects of ourselves that we've been attached to that we're releasing in order to bring in, and I love this, the Ten of Cups. It's just beautiful. So I'm seeing just and feeling, of course, and yeah, it's felt really heavy. This energy leading up to this full moon. It's been very deep, very introspective is what I'm getting. But it's because it's this massive shift. It's really this massive shift that leads us to this happy family energy, this cornucopia energy. And I love it. So if you're doing your work, you know, everything is really about to get lighter, a lot lighter. And that's super, super exciting. All right. So I thought we'd just end with just a couple guidance messages. Just an overall message for the masculine and an overall message for the feminine, of some guidance. Actually, I think I'm going to use, I love this deck. I'm just getting really comfortable with it. But this is called the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards by Anna Stark. And I do have the book out next to me just in case, but we'll see if I refer to it. And actually, as I look around, I'm not quite sure where it went. all my decks, all my boxes everywhere, because I'm not sure if I said it. I'm in the process of moving again. But yeah, I have the book too, so there it is. We'll see. Let's use this one. I love it. It's very much a light worker deck. Very, very high vibration. It's just a really super cool deck that I instantly was guided to it the second I saw it on the shelf. So let's see what comes out for the masculines. Some overall guidance, spirit for the masculines. One last message of overall guidance for the masculines. Overall message for the masculines. Yeah, it's my biggest deck, and I have some super tiny hands, so two came flying once I said that. Oh, okay, and I see why. So we get meditation. Improvements require persistence. So some guidance for the masculines, or just for fucking all of us, is, we have to be persistent. We have to be disciplined in order to make the improvements to live our best lives, our most fulfilled, aligned, high vibration, high dimensional lives. So I love this advice. I think really it's for anybody and the guidance from spirit, but I did ask for the masculines. So hopefully you're meditating, you're going inward to really see what needs to be released, and just making those movements forward out of your comfort zone. It takes baby steps, and you are always loved and supported, for sure. So the other one that came out that goes great with meditation is Dark Night of the Soul. And we're picking, I picked that up. I'm sure many of you who watch this with the death card, picking it up too. But life brings new meaning. And I'm being brought back to that kind of joy and stability. This movement of feeling alone to joy and stability, to that One of Pentacles, strengthening bonds. And that's what the masculines are going through right now, is this death, this dark night of a soul. And it's a beautiful thing. I know it doesn't feel beautiful sometimes in the middle of it, but what the result is absolutely worth that darkness. We got to go through the dark to get to the light. Or as I tell my clients and my friends, you got to feel it to heal it. So I love this, masculines. I know. I have my oldest, dearest soul sister is a Scorpio, and I was giving her shit about the Scorpio full moon of just, it feels so like her and like Scorpios. They are emotional, they're water signs, but most of the Scorpios that I know and work with, they don't want to fucking touch the emotions. They're like, no, emotions. Ah! And it's really been coming out, and I don't know why, but it just, that's what was just coming to me. So let's just get a last message of guidance for the Divine Feminines. Spirit, last message of guidance for the Divine Feminines, please. Message for the Divine Feminines through this Scorpio full moon. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Can't make it up. Eternal union. Oh my God. New love is forming. What I'm getting is it's not new. Maybe for some of you, there is someone new coming in. But I'm also getting, that this is new. If you are a twin and you've been in separation, coming back together is new. Your masculine is new. You're new. You've shed the old, outdated parts of you, and it very much is a new love coming together, a love based from soul, from spirit of unconditional love, and not that distorted, fucked up version of love that we're all programmed to believe. So I love this. There's just really big shifts coming in that are leading to what feels like huge, beautiful changes for the collective, for the twin collective, for the groups I'm channeling. So really awesome way to end the reading. I hope that the messages resonated, and I probably say that a little too much. I just, I'm sending you all so much love and light. I feel really excited about what's coming for everyone, and I'm here always. So please reach out if you feel guided to, if this did resonate and you want to get more specific into what's going on with your journey, whether it's with your twin or just your journey. Please don't hesitate. There's a reason you feel that guidance or that need to reach out, and trust it. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm pushing out of my comfort zone because I trust that the people I'm here to serve will all be guided to each other, you know? So again, sending you so much love and light today and every fucking day, y'all. And I hope you have a beautiful evening enjoying the full moon, and we'll talk real soon. Bye.